Hello everyone. Today I am offering the reflection on the readings for Friday of the 18th week of Ordinary Time. We continue to hear from the Gospel of Matthew, and today we hear from the prophet Nahum, N-A-H-U-M. In the 2-year cycle of weekday readings, we only hear from the prophet Nahum once, and that of course is today. The book of the prophet Nahum is only 3 chapters long in the Bible. It's about 4 pages long, so it's a very small book. And as I say, we hear from him today. He offers a message of hope to the people of Judah. In these past weeks, past few months even, and days, I have been in conversation with a number of people, friends that I have around, as well as other people here in the city. And the conversation usually moves in the direction of saying, how are you doing? And in the direction of saying, what are you doing? And so oftentimes the conversation goes in the direction of saying that people are discovering their priorities, they're discovering what is most important, that so many things that we normally spend our time and energy on, we have come to realize are not so important. I think the readings today push us in the direction of reminding us of what is most important. Back in Old Testament times, from about 900 into the 600s BC, the kingdom of Assyria, was very active in the Middle East. They were kind of the neighborhood bully, pillaging and plundering all of their neighbors. In 721, they destroyed the northern kingdom of the Jewish people, the kingdom of Israel, annihilated the kingdom of Israel, and sent the people off into exile in Babylonia. The prophet Nahum offers his prophecy, we think, somewhat before 621 BC. It could have been a little bit after that, but most people think before 621 BC, when he offers a message of hope to the people of Judah and says they will live in peace and the kingdom of Assyria will be destroyed. In 621, that is what happened. Other neighbors around Assyria attacked Assyria and annihilated them. And so their history of pillaging and plundering came to an end, and Judah did come to know peace. In the Gospel, Jesus puts all of that in a little bit different way when he says, "What then will a person gain if he wins the whole world and ruins his life? Or what has a person to offer in exchange for his life?" Assyria, with all of its efforts in trying to destroy its neighbors, came to an end, and its efforts were fruitless. Jesus takes that more personally and reminds us of what is really, really important for us. And we know the answer to Jesus' questions is that it is futile to seek those things which are transitory. Certainly it is futile to live a sinful life, but also just to live a generally selfish life, or a life in which we're always trying to seek after material things. We know these things will pass. We know these things are really not all that important. And so in these days of our being a little more confined, a little more limited in what we do, perhaps this is an opportunity for us to think and ask ourselves, what am I really looking for? What am I seeking? What is most important? How can I make these my priority? And we know that if we seek those things of God's kingdom, we will come to be like the kingdom of Judah. That is, we will find peace. May we find that peace by seeking those things of God's kingdom.